Alright, so today we're going to be playing Neonclash. This game was gifted to me by a really awesome and generous community member with the purpose of me making walkthroughs, but I did want to play it on stream with you guys. I have heard that this is one of the better Voltage Inc. Switch ports to date, and I'm gonna prove that right or wrong one way or the other. It looks gorgeous. The artist who worked on Neonclash is the same artist who worked on Cafe Enchante and Cupid Parasite, so the art is gorgeous, like, period. My main concern is the writing, because Voltage can get good artists. It's the writing part that they have the issues with. So we're gonna see if this stands up to all the hype, because as a longtime Voltage lover and Voltage game player, Voltage games are hit or miss. They're either like really good or just mid. And it's like, But their Switch ports have been kind of like interesting. They do these like really elaborate branching stories for their mobile games, but for some reason, with all of their Switch ports, they just are hell-bent on doing these linear stories where like the routes are like afterthoughts that happen at the end of the main story. Like they have a story that they want to tell, and then they have like a bunch of hot guys they just kind of like throw in at the last minute as like branching offshoots of that main story that they have. And it's kind of annoying because they can do branching stories, they just choose not to for the Switch ports for some reason. Maybe it's a cost-cutting thing, I don't know. But who am I to judge? I ain't got no money. I'm not a publisher of games. All right, so y'all know I am notoriously very bad at describing games, so I am not gonna subject you to me trying to figure out how to describe this game. I'm gonna read what it says on the Nintendo eShop, but I also wanna preface that by saying that Voltage also does the very bare minimum when describing their games, and it doesn't always accurately describe the story you're about to play. So here's what it says on the Nintendo eShop. It says, a nation of neon cities, Kumyo. Here, wealth is monopolized by a select few, and unless one is born into privilege, the future is bleak. With no other choice, the youth turn to the Mafia, consumed by violent, crime-ridden conflicts. A new Mafia boss and the friendships she forges, Proa, it's an interesting name, is a young underground courier and the sole descendant of a once legendary Mafia. She had no desire whatsoever to become a mafioso, but after meeting Loud, the only other survivor, she resolves to fight her way through the underworld. Okay. It says this game features a linear story with no branching paths per character. An intense human drama unfolds against the backdrop of a city of neon lights fraught with danger. Wow. This is after clearing the main story, pursue a romantic ending with multiple characters. You see what I mean? Voltage has the capabilities of writing a branching Otome game, and they choose for these Switch ports to always be linear stories with the endings being the romantic offshoots, and it drives me nuts. Like, why? Why do you do that? What is the purpose here? Just do what you do with your mobile games. I would not have anything to say about that. I would have no complaints. And yet they just choose linear storylines for their Switch ports. And then they charge you $50 for it. But based on the description alone, this is kind of giving Pia Fiore vibes, but like without the church business. So it's just mafiosos just out here in these streets going for each other's throats. And I'm here for it. Also, the art's gorgeous, the heroine is gorgeous, I hope she's a badass, and that's all I have to really say before we start. All right, let's do it. Let's play Neonclash. Let's go. Okay, our name is Liu Proa. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Our everyday. Okay, it's Prologue. Let's go.
組王国。かつてそう呼ばれた国があった。
The map is really detailed.
初代王スバル王はとある言葉を残したという。組王国に危機が訪れた時、酸欠が生まれ国の危機を救うだろうと。
Giving Olympia Soiree vibes.
時は2200年。莫大な利益を得て大国となった組王国には大きな歪みが生まれ始めていた。歪みはやがて大きな本流となり、人々を飲み込み始める。スバル王の言葉など覚えている者はいなかった。 希望なきまま人は生きる。貧困と定感の中で。刹那の快楽だけを慰めとして。
Name effect. Today's just another day on the run. On the run? We just started. Okay. Oh, this is gorgeous.
逃がすな
Oh
ど
no.
こに行ったあのアマ
Excuse you, sir. Language. These guys don't know when to quit. I'm sprinting solo, the Mafia hot on my trail as I clutch a small package tightly to my chest. I'm a courier. That's my gig. You pay, I deliver. Flowers, drugs, organs, whatever you want. I'm sorry. That's an interesting assortment of things to deliver. Flowers, drugs, organs, whatever you want. That escalated so fast. Bam. What? Okay, sure. I don't ask what's inside. My job is to take each package to its destination. Sometimes it lands me in hot water, like now, with a Mafia I've never met before hot on my heels.
2の A 地点まで追い込むぞおう
Point 2A, probably a code this family of goons use. They're splitting up, the bastards trying to corner me. I don't know which family these Mafia guys are from, so I need a pronunciation guide. I wish they would include pronunciation guides for us. It would be so helpful. I'm gonna try my best. I'm probably butchering them. Zo, Sojuk, Yuan, doesn't matter. Nothing good comes from dealing with the Mafia. If I keep running like this, I'll stumble right into their ambush. I duck into the shadows and press my hands against a wall. Okay. The moment my palm makes contact with the surface, its echoes flood my brain, emotions, voices, scents, everything that was ever embedded inside it. Oh, it's another Otome heroine with a mysterious power. What a coincidence. Voices of those who fled, those who were pursued or killed here.
嫌だ殺さないでくれ
Oh god. The fact that you can hear it is crazy. Alright. It seems like it's starting to become more commonplace to have Otome heroines who have some type of mysterious power. Back in the day, it was just normal girls finding love in new and unique spaces. But now it's girls with magical powers who end up falling in with these hot guys. It's not a complaint, I'm noticing a lot of heroines have like secret powers.
右の袋小路に追い込め
I do like the glitch effect though.
悪いなあんたを逃がすわけにはいかねえんだよ
Ow. This way. I pull the info I need from the memory stored here and ghost my way across the pavement, making sure they don't hear my footsteps. This is my power, psychometry. It saved my ass more times than I can count, making sure I'm always able to outrun my pursuers when I'm on the run during my courier gigs. And I plan to outsmart them again today, all for the purpose of staying alive. That's the aim of the game. Okay, sis, I see you. After shaking off the Mafia, I managed to complete the delivery without a hitch.
確かに受け取ったよご苦労さん
Thank you. Then, if you'll excuse me, we look forward to your continued patronage of Delivery Do. Sorry. Delivery Do is a crazy name for a courier service, but do what you gotta do, sis. Make that money. I closed the door, sending the electronic signature I got from the recipient to the client using the device embedded in my arm. That's a wrap for today. The moment I confirm my payments been deposited, I start heading back to the hotel I'm using as the temporary base when I hear a soft cling.
そこのお嬢さんや人助けをする気はないかね
The voice belongs to a grimy older man. Jeez. Judging by his appearance and where he's sitting, he lives in this alley. He shakes a can in his hand, wearing a thin smile. Charity. That's what he wants. Sorry, I don't have any cash on me. In Kumyo, transactions are mainly device-driven. I tap my arm to show him the device embedded in my arm, but he shakes his head.
当鉄のあたりは最近じゃ現金払いが主流なんだろう。あんたみたいな若い連中は小銭を持って歩いてるはずだ。
Dude, I said I don't have any money. Are you kidding me?
それにあんたみたいな仕事をしてる人間にはわかるはずだよ。こういう暮らしの惨めさはさ。
He shakes the can again, pleading for a handout. But the streets of Kumyo are overflowing with homeless people like him. Handing out charity is just asking for trouble. That's valid. I keep my mouth shut and try to walk away, but his words trigger something inside me. Those words, they echo back. Oh God. You know, women have to deal with the craziest stuff sometimes. Like, you're just walking down the street minding your business, and then some dude is calling out to you, and now you have to try to de-escalate a situation that could potentially be dangerous. Sis, I hope we get out of this.
クロはお前だけはジンの心を忘れるな。苦しんでいる者は未来の自分だと思え。人を身分で見るような人間にはなるな。
Was an opportunity for a lesson on kindness. Okay, Otome game, I see
お
you.
前は竜家の血を引く唯一の者。どんな境遇になろうと誇りだけは忘れるな。
Yeah, I guess we should be compassionate. You're right, uncle. That's when I recall the words my late foster parent, or better, of my late foster parent, geez, reading. See them as what could become of me one day, huh? My uncle was right. There's no telling when I could end up like them, through no choice of my own. That's the kind of country we live in. There's no guarantee we have a future ahead of us. I dig into my pocket, pull out some coins, and toss them into the can.
ありがとさん。あんたに天の恵みがありますように。
This time I leave for real. As I walk, the noise of an ad blares from a giant monitor on the main street.
特美はあなた方に幸せを。すべての人の生活に寄り添います。
It's kind of giving dramatical murder, but Otome. A smooth voice accompanies the smile of a wealthy-looking man on the screen. It's an ad for the major trading company Zolux. As the high-budget visual plays, I feel like I'm catching a glimpse of a separate world, a flashy ad devoid of reality. Kumyo is overflowing with homeless people, yet others live in absurd wealth, oblivious to the widespread poverty. Oh yeah, this is 100% dramatical murder. Kumyo's wealth is hoarded by a select few. Why is there such a disparity between its people?
よ、クロ。
This, they sound hot. A young man emerges from the main street, a fellow courier, my delivery buddy, Yunzi Yulong.
小銭を見知らぬじいさんにやるなんて、
Oh,
案外優しいじゃないか。
I'm sorry, he's really cute, but he's kind of giving brother vibes and not like I can really date him vibes. But I do like his fit. What? You spying on
た
me?
またまな。驚いたよ。結構博愛主義者なんだな。
No way. I shrug it off. That's not it. I just did it on a whim. Okay. I just felt like it. Because that seems like the right choice to make here. I just happen to be in a generous mood. Not like something as trivial as that is going to change shit, is it? I love that she has a potty mouth. Good for you,
そ
sis.
んなことないよ。気まぐれでも何でもやった方がいいに決まってる。
Okay, this music is kind of giving Persona vibes. But this country is long past the point where charity can help anyone. Here, the haves and have-nots are determined from birth, and escaping poverty is nearly impossible. The era where effort and education bore fruit is over. The poor get poorer and the rich get richer. It's all predetermined. Sounds like modern day USA. Unfortunate. What difference is a little charity supposed to make in a world like this? Good point.
しても、あれはほんとすごいな。
Thanks. With a wry smile, Yulong also looks up at the giant
俺ら
screen.
には一生無縁なんだろうけど、相変わらず羨ましいよ。
Flashy ads keep rolling across the monitor. It's a world so far apart from ours that we can't even muster up any resentment. That's real. This is so relatable. Okay, this actually looks like a hotel. Calls, like payments, all happen through devices. I motion to answer, and a translucent hologram pops up, connecting the call.
クロはねえねえ聞いてよ。
Who is this? They're cute. A syrupy, sweet voice echoes through the otherwise quiet room. A young woman wearing her hair up in two large buns appears on the screen. It's my friend,
あ
Maymay.
れったらねひどいの。今日約束してたのに急に用が入ったって言うんだもん。
I think he's cheating on you.
話したいこといっぱいあったのに。あ、てかバイスの新曲聞いた？すっごくよくない？
The new song is out
そう
already?
なの。早いよね。今 URL 送るね。
I appreciate that. Voltage consistently gives its heroines female besties because a lot of Otome games just have these heroines by themselves with like a sausage fest of love interests. They don't have any female companionship, they don't have any other friends or family that they talk to. So I will give credit where credit is due to Voltage.
あ、てかね、今日お客さんからソーティーの新作ワンピもらったの。早く着たとこ見せたい。でも、あのワンピ着たら彼すねちゃうんだろうな。ひどくない？私の仕事だって知ってるのに。
Maymay rapidly shifts through topics. Her boyfriend, music, the brand of dress she got from a client. She's pretty much the same as always, and to be honest, her idle chatter is doing wonders to lift my spirits. Isn't that just proof of how crazy he is about you?
やっぱり？私もそう思う。嫉妬ってちょっと面倒だけど、いいよね。最悪な客との仕事中も頑張れるし。
Okay, is her boyfriend a good guy or not? She laughs brightly, twirling a strand of hair around her finger. Maymay is adorable, with a voice as sweet as honey, and a personality to match. She's a sex worker. You know what? I support that. We support all women and all career opportunities. Let's go, sis. Do what you gotta do. She entertains clients she picks up on the street in order to earn a living. No wonder her boyfriend gets jealous. Is she making that money though?
でも今は幸せなんだ。だって彼が優しいんだもん。前の彼は最悪だったじゃない？
This is a good story to include. Otome games tend to be very specific about the types of romance and love they depict, and romance and love and relationships come in all shapes and sizes. Historically, Voltage has not been the best at depicting things, but I'm gonna let them cook with Maymay. We'll see. We'll see how this plays out.
あ、てかそれより明日会わない？明日のデートもなくなっちゃったんだもん。一人でつまんない。
I canceled all your dates. What's going on with him? Tomorrow? That just might work out. I have a job over in Taozi. I need a pronunciation guide. Maymay lives in that area, so as soon as I mention this, her face lights up.
本当？遊ぼう遊ぼう。一緒に行きたいお店あるんだ。じゃあお仕事終わったら連絡して。待ってるから。
Well, she's so happy. Thanks. See you tomorrow.
バイバイ。
As the call cuts off, a silence descends over the room. While blow drying my already half-dried hair, I gaze at a photo frame on the bedside. It's a picture of my uncle who died 10 years ago. Hey, I thought about something you said today for the first time in a while. The photo of my uncle is sun-faded, his face barely visible. All I remember is how bright his voice was. I should have scanned it sooner. He always hated photos, so it's not like I have many left. Aww. It's crazy to be talking about her, like, tragic past while this jazzy background music is playing. Like, it's really taking me out of the emotion of the scene. Back then, I never imagined my uncle would die. He was healthy, no illnesses, no injuries. That is until he was killed by the Mafia. Sorry, I know I'm not supposed to laugh. It's not like getting murdered by the Mafia is a natural cause of death. Oh my god. Wow, okay. That day, I'd just gone out for a little while. All I did was buy dinner at a local shop and head straight back. It couldn't have been long, but in that brief time frame, I lost the last remaining member of my family. Ah, there it is. All that remained was a cold corpse and bullet holes in the wall. The neighbors had no sympathy for me either. Jesus. Of course they didn't. Why would they?
マフィアに襲われるなんてあんたら何したんだい。厄介事を持ち込むんじゃねえよ。とっとと出ていきな。
I'm sorry, her uncle died and then they evicted her from the apartment? Is crazy. The Mafia?
そこの男を殺したのはマフィアだったよ。マフィアなんかに殺されるなんてよっぽど後ろぐらい事情があるんだろ。
出ていけ。うちら巻き込むんじゃないよ。
Jesus. I did exactly as they said, packed my things, and left the house at once. My uncle always said, if the Mafia ever attacks, move. Smart advice. Since then, I've been alone, working as a courier and moving from place to place. Hey, how long do you think I have to keep on living like this? Choosing how to live is a luxury I can't afford. But I can't afford to choose how to die either. Wow, that's so dark. All I'm doing is surviving, wondering if there's any purpose at all to a life like this. At times like this, I'm sure my uncle would remind me that I'm lucky just to be alive. I guess it's still going to be a while before I can start seeing things his way. Aw. Looks like this is today's delivery. Using the electronic key sent to my device, I open the locker and grab the package inside. Today's job is to deliver this to the client's specified location. As I try to leave with the package, my path is immediately blocked. Must be a local from the area.
見かけない顔だな。
Oh gosh. Okay, red flag. Red flag. Red flag. We are not safe. We are in danger. Oh gosh, the youth seems wary, clearly wondering what I'm up to. Oh my gosh, Taozi is much rougher compared to the capital. Trying to play it cool, I smile. No, I've been in situations like this where somebody jumps up on you and you have to get out of this situation unharmed. So you're just smiling and trying to placate them while also planning your out. And the music is tense. Oh gosh, I'm meeting a friend. Oh my god, this is so realistic. I wave and turn my back to the guy. He doesn't follow, but I feel intrusive stares everywhere I go. Their eyes make it clear I'm an outsider, warning me not to bring trouble. Trying not to let it get to me too much, I hurry over to the client's location. The landscape of the area is oddly distorted. There are impressive rows of modern buildings, yet some lights are out here and there, leaving it eerily quiet. Oh, this is not safe. There's something melancholic in the air itself, like promised prosperity that suddenly vanished. After turning a corner, I stopped in front of one room in a dingy building. This is the address I'm supposed to make my delivery to today. Delivery due here. I'm one seafood berry pizza. Ew. Seafood berry pizza, a name selected in advance that only the client and courier know. A response comes quickly. Oh, it's a code word.
Hi!
Who's this?
もう来たんだ。早いね、デリバリーって。
Oh no, I don't like this. This is not okay. The youth who emerges clearly isn't right in the head. He eagerly grabs the package while wearing a blissful smile, like he's under some sort of enchantment. Oh gosh. Once he checks what's inside, his grin widens even further, eyes unfocused. Oh, is he on drugs?
これこれ、待ってたんだ。いい匂い。
Oh, he sounds high.
デリバリーだから後払いだっけ先払いだったっけお君
What?
あれなんだっけ名前
I don't like it. Buy now, pay later.
大引きだはいお支払い
Okay. Laughing, the guy taps my device. Instantly, the sound of a transaction rings out, and a hologram pops up announcing the payment's been made. Okay.
またお願いねバイバイ
Why do I feel like this was a test? The door shuts and I immediately leave the scene. I try to play it cool, but the discomfort wells up inside of me like a rising tide I can't stop. No doubt about it, what I just delivered was definitely drugs. This sucks, being an accomplice to the Zou family. A courier never knows what's in a package. We should know. That's how they're able to use us over and over, as drug mules. Oh wow, okay. We wasted no time. Like, at least in Pio Fiore, they kept trying to pretend like they weren't bad guys. But here, there is no such delusion. She is very privy to the underworld and its dealings. It's probably the kind that's trending lately. A drug popular with the youth, highly addictive, and a funding source for the mafia known as the Zou family. It sucks, but the absolute worst thing of all is the reality that the Zou family basically controls Kumyo now.
特美はあなた方に幸せを。すべての人の生活に寄り添います。
I look up and once again, that same commercial is playing on the giant screen. Hiding behind the nation's largest trading company, Zou Lux is the Zou family, working behind the scenes to distribute drugs and amass a fortune. The fact that Zou Lux has a mafia family pulling the strings behind it and deals in drug trafficking has become an open secret, but no one can bring them to justice. Due to their monopoly over wealth and power, any attempt to expose Zou Lux's crimes would result in certain death. So everyone turns a blind eye, which is smart.
あ、来た来た。クロア、こっちこっち。
Bestie! Oh my gosh, she is so cute. I thought her outfit was gonna be like all pink, but this is cuter. Aww.
見て、これがお客さんにもらった新作ワンピだよ。かわいい。
Yeah. I agree, it actually is kind of cute. Sorry to keep you waiting, Mei Mei. Yeah, it's really cute.
そう言ってくれるって思ってたんだ。
Mei Mei merrily links her arms with mine, and I'm immediately hit with the sweet scent of her usual perfume. With Mei Mei leading the way, we stroll down the main street of Taoze. It's a district bustling with youth, full of shops you won't find anywhere else. Unlike the street from earlier, this part of town seems a little bit safer. As I take in the scenery, Mei Mei looks up at me puzzled.
あれ？クロは落ち込んでる？
I was a drug mule today, ma'am. I'm not upset. Just a lot going on. I'm not upset? Question mark? No, I'm not upset about anything. Don't worry. I push away the gloom I feel from earlier and smile only for Mei Mei to tilt her head in confusion.
本当？ならいいんだけど。まあいいや。とにかく今日はいっぱい美味しいもの食べて気分上げてこ。
Aw, good bestie, getting me food. Mei Mei doesn't pry too deeply. I lied to her, claiming to work as a regular courier rather than one who takes on shady jobs. So that's a
て
relief.
か聞いてよ。彼ったらまだ連絡くれないの。ひどくない？急に約束すっぽかしたのに埋め合わせとかないし。
Wait,
なんでココナッツ？
are we sure her boyfriend's alive? Like maybe the mafia got him. Just as she's in the middle of an angry rant, Mei Mei's eyes suddenly light up as she looks towards a food stall. Her anger never lasts long, which is one of her best traits. Same, sis.
あれ飲みたい。ねえ、あそこのココナッツジュース飲まない？
I want some. Isn't it pretty sweet? Maybe after we eat something proper
甘い
first.
から好きなんだもん。それにクロアとの思い出の味だし、今飲みたいなって思ったの。ダメ？
She's so precious. I hope nothing bad happens to Mei Mei. Alright, come to think of it, you were mad at your boyfriend back then too, right?
ほんとだ。だってあの時の彼ほんとひどかったんだもん。
Seems like Mei Mei just attracts trash dudes. I first met Mei Mei in person purely by chance. She was originally someone I met online, and we'd message back and forth from time to time. Aww, they were online besties, and they became IRL besties. I love this. But when I happened to be in the Toze district for a delivery, Mei sent me a message asking if we could call so she could complain about her then boyfriend. And when I answered the call, Mei was right in front of me at the Panda coconut juice stand nearby. Oh, that is such a crazy coincidence. Both her and I were shocked to find the person at the other end of the line right in front of us, so we decided to get some coconut juice to commemorate the occasion. Since then, Mei and I have become friends who meet up with one another when we've got the gaps in our work schedules. So I totally get it when she says that coconut juice tastes like memories. Aww.
はいクロア買ってきちゃった
The next thing I know, I'm being handed a small cup of coconut juice with a cute panda embossed on the front. Aw, thanks, but didn't you say you wanted pancakes for
だ
lunch?
からご飯は焼き小籠包のお店に変えようかなって思っていいでしょ
That sounds good too. I'll cover the Zhao Long Bao then.
クロア大好き
One sip and I'm in coconut juice paradise. It's a sweetness I only indulge in when I'm with Mei.
おいしいやっぱここのが一番好きだなでも前の彼このココナッツは偽物の味だなんて言ってたんだよ本物の味なんて私たちは知らないのにね
I'm not a big fan of coconut. I like it enough, but I don't want a whole lot of it, and I don't really like coconut juice. Is there such a thing as real or fake coconut?
知らない
Yes, there absolutely is. And so, Mei and I continue our culinary tour of Taoze. We sip on our coconut juice while munching on the fried xiaolongbao we pick up along the way, then move on to panda-shaped steam buns. Since she lives in the area, Mei knows all the cheapest and tastiest food spots. Thanks to her, I'm actually enjoying a meal for the first time in a while. Oh my gosh, I love the background with the lights on. Oh wow, that's so vibrant.
おいしかった
Aw, it really was, but I think I ate
た
too
ま
much.
にはいいの普段真面目にお仕事してるもん
That's right, sis. Treat
てか
yourself.
このネイルも可愛くない彼に会うから新しくしたのにさ
That's true. You know what? We don't need to get all dolled up for guys. We do it for ourselves, sis. Mei, get your nails done for you, not your boyfriend, because he's trash. Yeah, they're really cute. You're always so stylish,
せ
Mei
っかくなら可愛くしてたいもんはあ彼にも見せたいな
I'll be your boyfriend today.
お茶屋さんだ買ってこうかな彼あそこのお茶っ葉が好きなんだって可愛くない
What if we go in there and her boyfriend's with another woman? Oh, he likes tea? That's unusual.
ね珍しいよねちょっと趣味渋いけど浮気しないし殴ってこないしすっごいいい人なの
Well, I'm glad to hear that, but if he ever does something you don't like, tell me right away, okay? I've known Mei for a year in real life and almost 5 years online, and every guy she's dated in that time has been a complete loser. When I remind her of this out of concern, she nods happily.
ありがとうでも本当に平気なんだよちょっとミステリアスだけど絶対私のこと怒らないもん
Wasn't that the reason that the guy before last cheated on you?
そうだけどでも今度こそ違うって信じてるんだ
I sure
今
hope
日みたい
so.
に急に予定入っちゃうとこはいつも困るんだけどでも私の誕生日にお祝いしたいから仕事頑張ってくれてるんだって
But I don't know, this is suspicious. Blushing, Mei smiles blissfully. Her last boyfriend was the worst, but she seems to be genuinely happy now, and that makes me happy too. Oh, yeah? Well, that means you have your birthday to look forward to, right?
でも私はお仕事頑張ってもらうよりも一緒に過ごしたいな
Have you told him that? If that's the case, why not tell him? I bet he'd be happy to hear it. Yeah, that
本
part.
当重くない
No, I don't think so. If he likes you, he'll be okay with that. Nah, I bet he'd be thrilled to hear you say that.
かじゃあ次会う時に言っちゃおう。あ
Mei suddenly stops and points at a magazine on a stall with a man on the
この
cover.
人かっこよくない？
I mean, yeah, he looks kind of hot. I'm assuming he's a love interest.
あれ興味ない？
Wow, I love how she's just like, I mean, I guess. I shake my head, honestly. And Mei covers her mouth and laughs. I love this MC. She is shown an obviously hot dude and asked if he's hot. And she's like, not really. He's kind of average, yes. I stand by heroines having high standards.
まあ私も今の彼が一番かっこいいって思ってるけど、でもクロアってイケメンにあんま興味ないよね。
Might this be the Yuri Otome run we have all been dreaming of? Do I seem that way?
そ
Yes.
うだよ。イケメンが歩いてても全然振り返らないんだもん。私はつい振り返っちゃう。
She's got other things on her mind. She's not out here chasing
かっこ
men.
いい人と付き合いたいって思わない？てか、そもそも彼氏いたことないよね。もしかして恋人欲しくないとか？
I'm kind of surprised they haven't had this conversation already. Like, they're besties. Why have they not talked about this? Huh. It's not that I've never wanted one, but now that you say it, I guess it's not a huge priority right now. You know what? I love that for Sis.
あなたらしいね。いいなあ、自立してて。私、誰かいないと寂しくて無理だもん。
Shout out to Mei for not, like, making her feel bad for not wanting to be in a relationship or not really thinking about it. Because in a lot of games, they'll be like, well, why not? You're supposed to get a boyfriend and live happily ever after and get married. Like, what if that's just not something you want? I'm not independent though, but I can't say that. The truth is, I just have no reason to find a partner. In this country, just staying alive already requires an enormous amount of effort. I simply don't have the luxury to be close to someone. Aww. That is a really dark alley that we're walking down, and I don't like it. The moment we step into the back alley, the atmosphere shifts dramatically. The unpleasant vibe in the air makes me stop in my tracks. Why are we walking down this alleyway? Mei, let's go back to the street we were on. I grab Mei's hand as she tries to walk ahead, and she tilts her head in confusion.
でも、こっちに新しく下着屋さんができたから見たいなって。
No, let's go the other way. Let's go the other way. Absolutely not. If you're going, let's do it another day. I'll come with you again. The air feels like it's bristling with hostility, but if we turn back now, we should be able to return to the street where we were on. Okay.
気にしすぎだよ。ほら、子供とかいるもん。
Oh my god, I don't care if there are children here. We need to go. We need to get out of this alley. Oh my god, Mei. Mei laughs, gesturing towards the kids sleeping on the street and the young folks wandering around. Absolutely not. They are all on drugs. Or something. I don't know what, but we need to leave. But I shake my head. My intuition is sounding alarms that it's dangerous to be here right now. It is. We need to go. I just don't think it's safe here right now. Let's go back for the time being, alright?
心配性だなあ。いつも来てる場所なのに。まあいいや。明日空いてる？明後日デートだから新しいの欲しくて。
Oh my god! Oh my god! Please, Mei, please don't get shot. That was a gun! That was a gun, Mei! The gunshot throws the alley into total chaos, the civilians immediately fleeing in a panic. Shielding a frightened Mei as she clings to me, I turn my gaze towards the gunshot to find a group of armed men facing off against each other. Why are we still standing here?
おい銃を持ち出すなんざいいご身分じゃねえか。
They pause. Okay, they're kinda hot. The redhead, I think, is a love interest, and I'm pretty sure the other two are not.
マフィアには血の掟ってもんがある。知ってんだろ。分かったらかくまってるガキをさっさと出せよ。
Okay, that's intense.
何言ってるかわかんねえな。てめえらこそ ここがどこだか分かってんの？
そりゃこっちのセリフだ。ギャングと好奇程度にのさばられちゃ俺ら特ファミリーの面目丸つぶれってわけ。
教祖様を愚弄するな。我ら好奇が正義だ。マフィアは出てけ。悪いけどここじゃ力が全てなのよ。
The Mafia, a gang, and yellow flags. The latter are followers of a new religion. The three forces are currently staring down one another, meaning we can't stay here any longer. We should have been gone. Mei, hurry.
あいつら撃ちやがった。おいてめえら。
Oh
行くぞ。
no.
おお。
Gosh. They really are getting into a full-blown confrontation despite all of the surrounding citizens. They don't care. I quickly instruct the people nearby to evacuate, trying not to get us caught up in the scuffle. Everyone run! If you go this way, you can get back to the main street. Oh my god, did they shoot a child?
あいつら勝手なことしやがって。
Oh gosh. Not that way. I said go right.
ダメだってば、みんなこっちだよ。
Mei, who knows the geography of the area like the back of her hand, guides us towards an escape route in order to avoid casualties. Then she suddenly looks up, startled.
なんで？
Oh my gosh, what's going on? Mei, what are you doing? I try to chase after Mei, but that's when gunfire erupts as I dodge the incoming bullets, ducking behind cover to avoid getting caught in the crossfire. I lose sight of her. Oh my god, Mei. Mei, what are you doing? A mix of blame and worry churns inside me. I bet she saw her boyfriend. How much do you want to bet? No, knowing Mei, she's going to be fine. She's lived in the area for years. She knows the best escape routes better than I do. Oh my god, if Mei dies, I'm going to be so distraught. No, we just met her and I love her. Suddenly, the rubble near my face explodes from the gunshot, debris scattering everywhere. I desperately duck into the shadows of the wreckage to avoid getting caught up in it. Oh gosh.
逃げ回るなんて卑怯だろ。
You're in a cult, my guy.
バカ。ストラグラフな死骸切ってんじゃねえよ。
I'm sorry, is that magic powers? A Mafia man punches a yellow flag with incredible force, and I take note of the dragon-shaped tattoo on his fist. It's a fraglyph.
俺は普通に歩いてるだけだってのに逃げて見えるなんて本人は大変だね。ちこれでも食らいやがれ。
Why is he crouched over like that? Oh! I like when their sprites just hit each other and they don't even like change the position. Fraglyph, a unique symbol that's generally understood to be for the purpose of combat. Supposedly, it's a latent ability inherent in all humans, a manifestation of the potential sleeping inside of all of us. Okay, so everybody has magical powers in this game. Why or how someone awakens these abilities is unknown. What is known is that when they do awaken, a tattoo always appears. Both their speed and strength is exponentially superior to the average human. My psychometry is also a type of fraglyph. Where's your tattoo? Fight between the fraglyph wielder is intense, offering zero chances for escape. All I can do is listen to the endless sounds of combat.
なんだよあんたら。
Dude, give up.
させるかよ。
I do appreciate the grunting, though. I love that they're fighting with their fists, but there's somebody clearly with a gun. Like, one of these things is more powerful than the rest. If I stay here, they'll find me eventually. As I keep an eye out for a chance to dash out from behind cover, I spot a child on his knees in the distance shivering. No, you didn't. He wasn't able to escape in time. Oh god. The child trembles behind a hunk of rubble with a look of terror on his face. There's no telling when the Mafia might find him, or he'll get hit by a stray bullet. I have to rescue the kid and get us back to the other street. I appreciate heroines running head first into danger. But it really couldn't be me, because are you kidding me? There are bullets flying! And you have no protection. You don't have a combat ability. You just hear the echoes of other people. Girl, no. This is our only chance. Hurry! I smile to reassure the frightened, frozen child and give them a gentle push to get them moving. But due to me jumping straight into the chaos, the Mafia spots us.
ギャングのお仲間がまだここにいたか。女子供だからってここから逃げられると思ってんのか。
命乞いなんざダサいね。
I didn't beg.
おとなしくゴミ溜めにぶち込まれてな。
Just because you're in the Mafia doesn't mean you don't have, like, decorum and standards. Like, what is wrong with you? I sense the guy with the fray glove about to lunge for us. No time to hesitate. I draw my gun from the holster at my waist. Okay, first, I love that the heroine in this game has their own blicky, because that was one of my #1 complaints in Pio Fiore. They had Lily out here in these streets with these Mafia bros, and not once did any of them give her a weapon except for Yang. Yang gave her a weapon. The rest of them were just like, stick close to me, sweetheart, I'll protect you. No, give me a gun, please and thank you. Train me on how I can defend myself, please. Like, are you kidding me? Yes. Yes, sis. Shoot them. Go. As the child starts running, I pull the trigger. Yes. That's right. The bullet grazes the man's shoulder. As I run, I fire more shots at the men hot on our trail. Yes, girl! Delu, my trusty gun. I've had it since before I even became a courier. Oh my god, I already love this game more than I love any other Voltage game I've ever played. They gave her a gun, and she can use it. So long as I have Delu, I can get through this. It's a unique weapon that allegedly no one can handle but me, and it's the perfect partner. I'm sorry. Okay, if her gun turns into a cute animal companion, I'm going to riot. It better not have a soul. You threatened me. What you think was gonna happen? Yes, I shot you, and I do it again. As I reload, I glance back. It looks like the child managed to escape to safety. I have to get out of here too. Shoot him in the head. I bend back to dodge the man's outstretched hand and run into a different direction from where the child went. Oh, we're gonna be at a dead end, aren't we? I leap over fences, using outdoor stairs and rubble to escape the conflict zone, but the Mafia is hard on my heels. Oh no. I don't like the way he said that. Their speed is amplified by their fray glyphs, so escaping isn't easy. I keep running, narrowly avoiding their assault. I should be used to being chased by the Mafia. After all, I'm a courier. But before I can find an escape route, they have me cornered, trapped at a dead end. I grit my teeth. Aim for the head, not the shoulder, the head, between the eyes. With my gun in hand, I face the Zoe family men. I don't even have the luxury of using psychometry. Y'all were foolish chasing me. Oh my god, they're talking entirely too long. Take them out. Please take them out. Yes. I search for the moment to catch my breath, responding to their mockery. The Mafia men raise their eyebrows at my glare. You thought- Let me exterminate them. Are you kidding me? Bro, The men approach while chuckling unpleasantly, clearly savoring the thought of toying with me to death.
ほら、よく言うだろ。見つけた害虫を死なない程度に痛めつけた方が家の中に害虫が入ってこなくなるってさ。
You're not that hot. Also, why do they continue to let him talk? Shoot him between the eyes. If he is this close, we could have got a shot off. What are we
なん
doing?
か特殊な匂いでも残るらしいぜ。おかげで他の害虫が寄りつかなくなるんだってよ。
Oh,
あんたもギャングの女なんかになったのが運の尽きってやつだな。
I did not join a gang. They pegged me as a pest, a street gang girl, causing chaos in the area and trouble for the Zoe family. There's no point in denying it. Once they've tagged you as a gang member, that's that, regardless of whether it's true. Even if they kill you by mistake, they'd never apologize. What are you planning to do? Why are we asking questions? You have a weapon, use it. You were using it just fine until this moment. God, boy!
そいつはあんたの方がよく知ってるんじゃないか？
What are you talking about?
マフィアを舐めちゃいけねえ。ガキどもに思い知らせてやらないとな。
Ew. Their voices are chillingly cold, and though there's a snigger in their voice, their eyes are utterly void of emotion. Okay, please just shoot them. Even kids in Kumyo know what happens if you defy the Mafia. You end up drugged, violated, and then killed for sport. If you're lucky, your organs are sold. More often, you're discarded like trash after they utterly defile you. Jesus. That's the norm here in Kumyo. If they catch you, a death worse than livestock awaits. There's only one way to preserve my dignity. Shoot them! Are you kidding? You have a gun in your hands. Use it, man! I've got one bullet left in the chamber, my last act of defiance. Better to die with dignity than to endure a fate worse than death. I understand the logic. I still don't agree with it. I'd rather take one of them out first. Like, why is she closing her eyes? I hate it here. Oddly enough, I feel like I haven't had a bad life. I had friends, and though I lacked a home, I've always had a warm place to sleep. It's such a desolate moment that I don't even fear death. There's almost a sense of relief that this is finally the end. They say your life flashes before your eyes before you die, but ironically, no faces come to mind. Somebody else took care of business. Oh! Oh, he's pretty. Dull silver hair sways in the twilight. Okay, pause. Okay, he is hot. I think this is the box art guy. I don't know his name. But I love his outfit. Eyes as red as a low-hanging moon, now a vivid crimson under the neon lights. He fired the shot. Holstering his gun, he charges, fists raised. Then he knocks the Mafia men out in a single breath. Of course he does. Wow. He has magic too! As he swiftly swings his fist, the Mafia men's eyes widen in shock. He continues to knock them out, one after another. They're caught off guard, so he sends them flying backwards as if it's nothing. The Mafia men crash headfirst into the piles of rubble. The loud crash snaps me back to reality. I need to escape before they recover. I don't even know if this guy is an ally. As I start to run, the silver-haired man suddenly grabs my hand.
この場から脱出する。
Oh,
一
okay.
人で逃げようなんて考えるな。
That part.
真似はしたくない。
I'm about to say that I can get away by myself, but he cuts me off, keeping a firm grip on my hand as we take off. I holster my gun as we run and spot a motorcycle with its engine still running. Without a second of hesitation, the silver-haired man mounts it.
後ろに乗れ。早く。
Oh my god, okay, he's actually really attractive. I knew he was gonna be pretty, but like, this is a good angle for him. No notes, I appreciate it. I hear the Mafia men cursing as they rise from the rubble. There's no time to waste. I wrap my arms around him as I get on, and he has us take off immediately. This stranger seems familiar with Tose's layout, steering the motorcycle without so much as looking back. A man who can knock out an entire horde of Mafia might not be the safest ally. Yet, somehow, the moment I wrap my arms around his back, there's something oddly reassuring about it. Yeah, it's called he's a love interest. Girl! As night falls, the world cloaks itself in darkness, moonlight alone lighting our path. What fate awaits me, death or liberation? With a sense of impeding change, I keep my eyes fixed straight ahead. Is this how we go to, like, the next chapter, I guess? Okay, yeah. Chapter 1, The Underdogs Bite Back. I love that the title card for the chapters shows the MC with the gun. Yes, she has a weapon and she does use it. Okay, Voltage. Sorry, is that a church? What is it with Mafia bros and churches in Otome games? Like, why are we at a church? As I find myself atop a stranger's motorcycle, dusk turns to night.
着いたぞ。
He's brought me to a church in the Tose district. I can see a graveyard right next to it. Well, that's ominous. Why is this heroine me? That is the exact thought I'd be having right now. Like, wonder if they're gonna bury me there. Is he planning on burying me here? No, if that were the case, he'd have left me for dead earlier, unless he needs to kill me with his own hands, in which case, I hope he's not someone who kills for the thrill of it. Not pretending they have morals, right?
こちらだ。
Who is his voice actor? Hold on. He is voiced by, Yujiro Umehara. Yeah, no, I recognize the name. He was Demento in Period Q, which I do know. Oh, he was Canis in Cafe Enchanté and Sergei in Genso Manege. He's also Benkei in Birushana. Oh, wait. He's Minato in Sympathy Kiss? You're kidding me. I love Minato. Y'all know I don't care about voice actors, but now that I'm actually seeing and connecting the dots, he's a lot of the characters I really liked. Mahara, I see you. All right, let's go. Seemingly unaware of my suspicions, the man dismounts the motorcycle and gestures for me to follow as he strides towards the building. I dismount too and trail after him while keeping a cautious distance. As if we could run away. The man pushes the church doors open with a heavy creak and steps inside without hesitation. He immediately lights the candles with practiced ease, almost as though he owns the place, then turns to face me. How much you want to bet he does own the church? That'd actually be really funny.
俺はラウドだ。カンテラウド。
Gante with a G. Okay, Gante. Gante Loud? His name doesn't ring any bells. As I wait for his next move, he locks eyes with me.
竜の名を持つ者。 竜
How
ク
do you
ロ
know
だ。
my name? How does he know our name? His voice is full of certainty. The moment I hear my name, I catch my breath. He kneels before me, bringing to mind. Wait. wait. Not only does he know my name, but he is now kneeling before me like I'm some sort of sacred maiden. Did they really just rip off Pio Fiore? Because what is happening right now? We just met this man. I don't know him from Adam, and we're in a church. And it says he kneels before me, bringing to mind a sinner confessing to a deity. What is happening? Please say we are not like the sacred maiden that unlocks the body of Christ or something, because this is Pio
ずっ
Fiore.
と待っていた。あなたをボスに迎えることを。
I'm sorry, I'm the boss of your mafia family? In the distance, the night wind rustles through the trees. Moonlight streams through the stained glass, illuminating the sincerity in his gaze. Boss? The head of an entire mafia? Me? No way! He has to be lying, but even as I think that, memories begin to resurface. What memories? My uncle who died 10 years ago. The words he repeated until his death. When you turn 12, someone from the Liu family will come for you. That's what he hammered into me over and over, and I guess they never came. But I love you. This was back when I was a kid. I never knew my real parents, so I was deeply attached to my only guardian, my uncle. I wish you were my real dad. Aww.
こらこら、クロア。そんなこと言っちゃダメだろ
Why not? My uncle and I lived together in a small rented apartment. I didn't have a lot of friends, nor did I go out much, but there was happiness in spending each day with him. Jesus. I didn't have a lot of friends, nor did I go out much, but there was happiness in spending each day with him.
う。
Aw.
お前のご両親は本当に立派な方なんだ。大きなファミリーを率いるマフィアのボスなんだよ。
And they're too busy to spend time with their only daughter. Not this again. You're always making stuff up.
こらこら、こいつは作り話じゃないんだ。本当のことなんだよ。
Is
お
it?
前のご両親は間違いなくリュウファミリーのボス、一番偉い人なんだ。
Why can't I see them?
リュウファミリーには100人以上の構成員がいる。パパとママだけじゃない。お前の家族は100人もいるんだよ。
Wait, but like, why can't I see my parents? But I've never seen any of them before. If that's true, then why don't mom and dad come get me? That
それ
part.
は今争いが多くて危ない時期だからだよ。クロアが大切だから会いに来られないんだ。
Okay, but if they were as strong and powerful as you say, wouldn't they be able to protect me within the family? Because the math isn't
前に
mathing.
も言っただろう。まだ赤ん坊で体も弱かったお前が無事に育つように俺に預けられたんだって。
I mean, I would argue that all babies are weak, but
マ
sure.
フィアには敵が多い。よそのファミリーにさらわれたら大変だからね。お前の両親はそれだけお前が大切なんだ。
Get that, but I still can't believe it's true. I don't even have any idea what they look
そい
like.
つは大人になってからのお楽しみだ。12歳になったら竜家の人がお前を迎えに来るって約束だからな。
What are the odds that our parents are still alive right now?
そうすればお前には大勢の家族ができる。今は俺と2人だが100人以上のファミリーができるんだよ。
I need 100 people. I just need you, uncle. When they come, does that mean I have to
そ
leave
れ
you?
が本来あるべき姿なんだよ。
But I don't want to leave
そん
you.
な顔するなって。迎えに来るのはとびっきりの美男子らしいぞ。
Okay, what does that have to do with anything? She's 10. Why does she care? Really?
おー楽しみになってきただろ。だからもう少しの辛抱だ。きっとパパとママに会えるからな。
Okay. Someday I'll meet my real parents for sure. That's what he told me every birthday, and eventually I began to look forward to turning 12. And then they never showed up. But my uncle's words never came true because the Liu family was assaulted. Why is he so late? It was my 12th birthday. I remember sitting there alone, swinging my legs back and forth as I waited. So much for coming to a hotel in order to properly celebrate. The room service we ordered and the cake are already here too. I ate the food before it got cold, but I wanted us to eat the cake together, so I waited. But my uncle never comes back? When I check the clock, it's almost midnight. I'm staring at the lonely cake left on the table with a sense of resentment when it happens. In the distance, I can hear the echo of an explosion. It's a sound I've never heard before. What was that? Oh gosh, the sound of explosions continues. Then comes the screeching of car brakes, followed by several horrendous screams. Worried something had happened, I leapt down from the chair just as the hotel door burst open.
おいで逃げるよ
Oh gosh. Uncle, what's
ファ
happened?
ミリーが襲撃しやがったクソリュウファミリーは全滅だ
Oh wow. What on earth is he talking about? Who got wiped out? Your entire family that you've never met.
町も壊滅状態だじきにここにも奴らが来る今
But
もう誰もいないんだ助けてくれる奴も迎えに来る奴もいいから逃げるんだクロ
I appreciate him for coming back for her because he could have just left her and escaped on his own, but he's a real one. My uncle grabs my hand and drags me along, and I run. Just before leaving the hotel room, I glance back. My 12th birthday cake is left sitting on the table all by itself, and that's my last memory of the city before we leave. Oh, wow. After that, how far did we run? I just remember running and running until we finally arrived at a distant city far, far, far away. At long last, my uncle and I find somewhere to live together. Even once we set ourselves up somewhere new, I don't fully understand that I'll never return to that city, that my real parents have apparently been killed. There's just this strange sensation, like my feet aren't quite touching solid ground. I still can't accept reality for what it is. As I stand there dazed, my uncle places something heavy and white into my hands. A gun. Yes, the perfect gift for a 12-year-old.
クロはこいつをお前に託す適路リュウファミリーの後継者の証だ
The symbol of the heir of the Liu family? I murmur back, and suddenly the weight of the gun in my hands feels heavier. Despite this, I clutch it tightly.
この銃は代々リュウ家に引き継がれてきた正当なる血筋の証なんだつってもリュウ家が滅亡した今となっちゃ後継者の証にも意味はないがなそいつもただの銃になっちまったかわいそうに
Wow. You know what? We'll just rebuild our family and murder all of our enemies. It's fine. I remember wondering what or who he was directing those words at. I hold the comically large white gun with both hands and look up at my uncle. His expression is one of
本
pity.
当はこいつを誕生日に渡すつもりだったんだそれでリュウファミリーの迎えが来たらお前を送り出す約束だったんだよでもリュウファミリーは壊滅したリュウ家の血筋を引いているのはお前だけになったんだよ
My gosh. Sorry, I forgot he was still on his knees while we were having this flashback montage. But you know what? I love that she leaves men on their knees. Okay. My uncle, who always spoke of the tale of the Liu family's heir as if it were a fairy tale, the city destroyed by the Zhou family. The fact that Dilu is supposedly the symbol of the Liu family's heir, and that someone was supposed to come for me when I turned 12.
俺はあなたを探していた。もう生きてはいないのだろうかと諦めかけた時もあった。
Sorry. It's the fact that his head is like barely peeping over the text box. He is deep down on those knees on the ground.
だがあなたは帰ってきた。竜ファミリーのいた町へ。後継者の証である適路を手に。
At these words, my hand instinctively brushes against the gun.
竜家の正当なる後継者、竜黒は、あなたがそうなんだろう。
You know what? I want every Otome man to address me on his knees in this game. Like, I will not be happy otherwise. It's overwhelming, so I won't say anything. I can't nod. The moment I do, there will be no turning back. More than anything, I'm struggling to believe this myself. Even though I grew up hearing all of this from my uncle, I feel a million miles away from being the heir of a big mafia family. I don't know a thing about Omerta, the mafia's code of honor. I love this music. It's giving Ghibli. As I silently glare back at him, the man who called himself loud finally stands up.
あなたは、その銃で少年を助けていた。竜家の者にしか扱えないという適路を扱っていたことが、ボスである何よりの証拠だ。
You've got to be imagining things. This is all one big
遠
mistake.
くからだが、はっきり見えた。だから追ってきたんだ。俺が適路を見間違えるはずはない。俺は、竜ファミリーの構成員だった。戦闘時に何度も適路を見ている。先代が扱う様も、他の者には扱えないところも。俺は、ずっと望んでいた。ボスが戻る日を。何のために生き残ったのかと思っていた。俺一人いたところで、無意味だと。
Survive so we could get married and have little mafia babies. Question mark.
それでも竜ファミリーのことを忘れた日なんて一度もない。この時を心待ちにしていたんだ。
I'm sorry, pause. I just realized, is he dressed like a priest? Wait a minute. He's got the high priest collar too. Or maybe it's just like the fact that he's wearing that cross that's throwing me off. We're in the middle of a church, he's got a high collar, and it's giving priest. The man who claims to have been a member of the Liu family looks at me with a mix of pleading and reverence. His gaze is so strong that I struggle to reject his truth.
陸騎美瑛を殺すために戻ってきたんだろう。敵討ちのためならば、俺も力は惜しまない。どうか俺に命じてくれ。
I hope they all say boss like that. Boss. I don't want them to ever call me my name. I just want them to call me boss. No, I'm sorry. Boss. During the romantic scenes, boss, can I kiss you? Yes. Being. He must be referring to Zhou Being, the boss of the Zhou family. My uncle said it was the Zhou family that annihilated the Liu family. It's only natural for the sole survivor to hold a grudge. There's a clear thirst for revenge burning in his eyes. But the Zhou family is the mafia that controls Kumyo. It's not as though they'll be easy to take down. Oh yes, revenge, let's go. Not to mention, it's not revenge that I seek in the first place. After all, I don't even know what my parents look like. That's real. Sorry, but I don't have any such intention.
復讐のために生まれ故郷に戻ってきたのだろう。
No, you've got the wrong idea. I've no intention of seeking
では
revenge.
なぜ東鉄にいた。
I'm just a courier. I came to Tozi because my job took me
ただ
here.
のデリバリーではないだろう。敵と対峙した時の身のこなしは修羅場を生き抜いてきた人間のものだ。
Good of you to notice. He's right. As an underground courier, I've had to escape from the Mafia countless times. I'm certainly not a regular courier. My uncle also taught me self-defense in order to increase my chances of survival. But that's all. I've never seriously considered living the Mafia life. I mean, I kind of would be okay with being a Mafia wife again. As I remain silent, he seems to genuinely understand that I don't feel strongly about this. He takes a deep breath, then looks at me
今
again.
そのつもりがないというならそれでいい。だが考えておいてくれ。ボスになることを。竜ファミリーの最高を。
What if I don't want to do that?
あなたがボスになるというなら、俺は命がけであなたを守ると誓う。
Gaze is so intense that I feel like if I refuse, he might actually kill me. That would be crazy. I don't think he could. I can't bring myself to tell him to give up, but just as I'm searching for words to dodge the issue, it happens. Oh my god, he is a priest. I was joking. I didn't think he was a real priest. Oh my god, he's a priest and he runs a church orphanage. You're kidding me. I hear the light patter of footsteps and then I see a group of children entering the church.
お前たち、今は。
Oh, he really is a priest.
先生、今日は文字の書き方教えてくれるんだよな。
僕たちここに来るために急いで皿洗いの仕事を終わらせたんだよ。早く教えてよ。
I have so many questions. Hold on, pause. Wait. Hot Otome priest confirmed.
そこで座って待っていろ。
はーい。
ボス、
Okay.
すまない。
Sorry about this, boss.
とにかく覚えていてくれ。ここにデューファミリーの生き残りであるカンテラウドがいると。
Definitely a hot DILF priest. The kid said father. Oh, wait. Right. I nod, but my gaze shifts to the children. The young ones seem attached to Loud. I'm curious about their relationship. By the way, who are those kids? Are you looking after them? Surprised, I ask this without thinking, and Loud's expression turns to one of puzzlement. Okay. They have my attention.
教会の神父が子供たちの面倒を見るのが意外か。
My god, he's actually a priest. Finally, the mystery of why I was brought to a church is unraveled. Wow. Instead of being an orphan who grew up in the church, we get to date a priest. You know what? Voltage is already doing God's work. Okay. Don't let me catch him in the confessional. I'll make him see his God. I can't stand y'all. Oh, wow. So this guy is the sole survivor of a mafia family turned
先
priest.
生、早く。
You little brat, can't you see I'm having a crisis over here? A crisis of faith?
ああ、今行く。
Loud cracks open a book, diving straight into the lesson on how to read and write for the sake of the young children. Yo. I'm sorry. If every priest looked like this, I'd be in church every Sunday. Oh my god. I'll tell you my sins so you can sharpen your knife. Exactly. Wow. It's a scene that defies imagination considering the way I saw him knocking out the family men and tearing through the streets on a motorbike just a little while ago. You know what? Hot priest on a motorcycle. Say less. I'm sorry, Father. I have sinned. Once I'm back on the main street, the blinding neon lights offer me a strange sense of relief. First, I hit the call button to make sure Mei Mei is safe. She picks up before the first ring even finishes.
無事だった？
Just had an enlightening experience. I met this priest. I'm fine. What about you, Mei Mei?
私も平気。ごめんね。急にいなくなっちゃって。
No worries. As long as you're safe. Where are you now?
いろいろあるんだけど。
Okay, make it short. Just then, I sensed someone in the background of the call. Maybe she's at work. Sorry to bother you if you're busy. As long as you're safe, that's all that matters. I'll be in touch.
ありがとう。この埋め合わせは絶対するから。またね。
They were like, what is she doing? I'm insanely relieved she's okay, but there are probably a lot of casualties from yesterday's conflict. People carry on like nothing happened, but the path from the church to the street is littered with traces of blood and bullet holes, remnants of the clash. Still, no one cares. The Zhou family's tyranny and the gangs fighting back feels like just another day in Tozi. The Zhou family, huh? No, I just need to focus on getting back to the hotel for now. I'm dying for a hot shower back at the hotel. I walk the streets bathed in vibrant neon hues. The hotel I checked into before my last delivery job sits on the outskirts of Taoji. After a shower and a night's rest, I consider checking out early and leaving the city. Good plan. Yet for some reason, I feel strangely resistant to the thought of leaving. Why? Is it the hot
復
priest?
讐のために生まれ故郷に戻ってきたのだろう。
I never thought of this city as my birthplace. Sure, I once lived in Tozi, but only until I was 12. Since then, I've been on the run. Nothing in my life has ever been permanent. That's been the case even before my uncle was killed by the Mafia, and after I became an underground courier working solo. I thought I knew the Liu family was Mafia, and that I was the heir, but I never believed it really meant anything. The Liu family was supposed to have been eradicated, yet a sole family member survived. His dreams of revival fueled by the desire for revenge against the Zhu family. Is becoming part of the Mafia simply my destiny? Do I have an obligation to fulfill the role I was supposedly born into? But if I join the Mafia, won't things get worse? The underground courier gig skirts the gray zone, but joining the Mafia means diving headfirst into the black underworld. I can't imagine having the courage or resolve for that. And yet, something tells me I can't keep on just barely averting danger in my role as an underground courier. It's just then I spot young people celebrating each other's safety. They must have been caught in the conflict, clearly injured. People are going to assume, and you get drawn back anyway, Otome plotting. Exactly.
お前無事だったんだな。
Aw, I wish we had this kind of connection.
ギリギリな。お前こそひでえ怪我じゃんか。巻き込まれないように逃げたってのに、徳ファミリーの連中にギャングの手下だと間違われたんだよ。
Damn, that sucks. With grimy faces, they touch the roadside,
あい
exhausted.
つら一般人かどうかなんて気にしちゃいねえ。目の前にいて邪魔なら殺していいと思ってやがる。徳ファミリーがいなかった頃に戻りてえな。仕方ないだろ。ここをテリトリーにしてたリュウファミリーが負けたんだから。弱えやつが悪いんだよ。
Wow. Wow. How dare you say
分か
that?
ってるよ。でも愚痴ぐらいいいだろ。どうせ俺らには何もできねえんだからさ。
Even if it's hard to bear, all we can do is give in. No matter how hard we try, it's pointless. That's the common understanding among the regular folks. Resisting only gets you crushed like an insect. No matter their grievances, no one dares to defy the Zhou family. Zhou Biying, the boss of the Zhou family, is referred to as the King of Shadows. He rules this country with an iron fist behind the scenes. Oh, I thought he would at least be hot, you know? But there's a reason the Zhou family gained such power. Hundreds of years ago, a lousy king ruled the country. People ousted him through a coup, but foreign nations sought to conquer the now chaotic land. That's when many mafia families emerged out of self-defense. The Zhou family is said to have united them, claiming descent from the guardians of the country. Thus, those of Zhou family lineage have garnered respect from the underworld to this day. But in reality, they've just built a dictatorship with no opposition through power. There's no respect, admiration, or trust. He's hot in a Tekken villain kind of way. I mean, yeah, I agree, but not in an Otome way. People comply only to avoid being killed. That's the peace the Zhou family created through exterminating the weak. If you're killed, you just have to accept that your luck's run out. If you die poor, it's your circumstances of birth that get you the blame. That's what it means to live under the Zhou family's rule. So, should I take Lao's hand, take my place as the head of the Liu family? No, I can't handle joining the Mafia, and changing the world is impossible. Opposing the Zhou family would be... What's happening? Suddenly a scream and the clatter of a chair being knocked over pierces the air. I turn to see a young man staring at me wide-eyed. Oh, it's the redhead. Wait, wasn't this guy involved in that conflict from earlier? It was a pretty chaotic brawl, so I can't be 100% sure, but I feel like I saw him during the clash between the Zhou family, the gang, and the Yellow Flag. Not wanting any trouble, I quickly walk away, avoiding eye contact, but the guy rushes after me.
待った待った。俺の話聞いてくんない？
Absolutely not. Also, these colors are blinding. Neon, yellow, blue, and red. This was a choice. Good God. This is clearly one of the love interests. Let's see. Okay, his voice actor is Ryota Suzuki. So he was Minorikawa in Jack John. He was Yona in Tengoku Struggle, which I guess is not really a stretch because he looks just like Yona, but like 4 years younger. Oh my gosh, he was Koyo in 9RIP. And Ash, oh my god, he was Ash in Desperatron? Okay, that is a big jump, because Ash is a very quiet, lone wolf kind of stoic character, and this guy does not seem stoic at all. He's Lucas in Mistonia? I love Lucas! Okay, he's played some of my favorite characters. Okay, let's go, let's do this! He circles in front of me grinning. Unlike during the conflict, there's something oddly charming about him. I mean, yes. If I had to guess, he's either my age or younger. He scratches his cheek, looking bashful as he watches me.
実はずっと探してたんだよ。一目見た時からつうか、初めて会った時からさ、忘れられなかったっていうか、なんつうか、これぞ運命みたいな。
Sir, I don't know you. Yeah, is he hitting on me? Ignore him. Stop hitting on me. I love that this is a choice. Okay, yeah, stop hitting on me, stranger. With that friendly face and casual way of speaking, he seems to be a million miles away from the guy I saw brawling yesterday. Sorry, but I'm not interested in being picked up. I cut him off briefly and turn my back. Yet again, he circles around to intercept me.
ナンパじゃない、ナンパじゃねえから。ちょい俺に少しだけ時間くんない？
What do you want, weirdo?
いや、ほんとナンパじゃないんだよ。5分だけでいいから話を聞いてほしいんだよ。な。
Okay.
いや、1分でもいいから。待ってくれってお姉さん。俺怪しいやつじゃないから。
Kind of feel shady. His desperation is so over the top that I can't help but laugh. Imagine a guy trying to pick you up on the street and you just laugh in his face. Oh, this poor baby. When I laugh, he lights up with a smile. True, that innocent grin doesn't seem to hide an ulterior motive. Then how about you treat me to dinner? I haven't eaten yet. Oh, yep, you know what? Get you a free meal, sis. I love her. Come to think of it, I haven't had anything since lunch with Maymay. When I suggest that I'm willing to hear him out over a meal, he nods eagerly.
もちろん。かゆの2杯でも3杯でもおごるよ。超うまい晩飯出すところ俺知ってるから。
That's right, feed me. Get it, sis. The place he takes me to is a retro charming diner that seems to have been around since forever.
じゃあ鶏がゆ2つと小籠包と餃子、それとチンジャオロースに煮豚に、あと今日のおすすめで。
A lot of meat.
はいよ。
Thanks. The restaurant is bustling with people having dinner. It seems to be a spot beloved by locals, and I find myself relaxing right away. While we wait for the food, he watches me with a look of bliss on his face. He's so pleased with himself. Aren't you going to tell me your name? That part, stranger.
ああ、悪い、言うの忘れてたわ。俺は超ひよく。ひよくって呼んでくれな。
Okay, Hio, I got it.
俺は生まれも育ちも東鉄でさ、ここは俺がガキの頃から通ってる店なんだ。何食ってもうまいから楽しみにしててよ。
Not everything here is fire.
それで、お姉さんの名前は？
None of your business. It's Croa.
ロアか。いい名前だな。
I can't tell if he's flirting with me or he's just friendly. The young man who introduces himself as Hyuk smiles happily when he hears my name. Just what does this guy want with
お
me?
待ち。
Thanks.
これこれ。相変わらずここのはうまそうだな。
Oh my god. Before I know it, a feast has been laid out on the table. Everything both looks and smells incredibly
この
appetizing.
酒もうまいんだ。安酒っちゃ安酒なんだけど、それでもうまい方の安酒だからさ。
I like cheap, but I like the good kind of cheap. Hyuk pours what's clearly a low alcoholic liquid from a bottle into 2 cups and hands one to me. I don't think anything's been mixed in, at least nothing I can detect. I examine the food and drink, but there's no hint of poison or drugs from the smell or color. Still, I can't let my guard down completely.
遠慮しないで食ってくれよ。しまった。ついいつもの癖で大皿料理頼んじまったな。
I can eat, don't worry. Oh my gosh. And so I grab a smaller plate, take a portion of each dish, and place it in front of him. Here, you should. Not her giving him the smaller portion. I love her. She is my favorite voltage heroine thus far. She said, "Oh, I'm sorry. Was it too much food for you? Here, have some crumbs."
お皿によそってくれるってマジ？すっげえ嬉しいんだけど。じゃ
You're
あ
a weirdo.
いただきます。
He eagerly tucks into the food I just handed him, his joy readily apparent on his face. And now that I'm seeing him enjoying this meal so much, I'm finally able to let my guard down and relax. Looks like it's safe to eat. I serve myself. Oh my gosh, that was so clever. She made sure he ate the food first, so she knew it was safe. I already like Croa. She's great. Wow, I can't believe a joint this tasty was right here in Tozi all along.
うまいだろ。
Don't be too proud of yourself. Yeah, it's amazing. Now what do you want? Hyuk grins blissfully, clearly in his happy place. The sight of such innocent joy does wonders for allowing me to dig into the meal too. Aww. The tender, well-braised meat and the stir-fried green pepper beef is so good that I can't seem to stop eating. After savoring every bite, I finally reach my limit and set my chopsticks down, taking a closer look at the man in front of me who offered me his name. Hyuk.
夢みたいだな。
Okay, why? Hyuk has already finished, resting his chin on his hand as he gazes at me dreamily. His expression is so relaxed that I have a hard time believing he's up to anything nefarious. So, what did you want to talk about?
あ、それなんだけど。
Okay.
俺のこと本当に覚えてない？
No. Apparently, we've met before. I stare at Hyuk's face, but unfortunately, I can't recall a thing. Nope, I don't remember. Did he hire me as an underground courier?
まあ結構前だし、一瞬だったから覚えてなくて当然だよな。
Is he a childhood friend?
実はさ、俺1年前にあんたに会ってるんだ。
Okay, he is not a childhood friend. What is this? 1 year ago.
マジ最悪だ。
Oh my god, is it his POV? So that's a lot of blood in black and white. That day, I wake up with a pounding headache, my whole body feeling sluggish. Yep, I'm completely wasted. Not only do I reek of alcohol, but the stench of garbage is overwhelming. Guess I decided to pass out in a dumpster. I'm desperate to get out of this trash heap, but my body won't cooperate. I'm sorry. What in the world?
やべ、どうしてこうなったか思い出せねえ。
I only remember drinking and partying with my buddies. I probably drank too much and got hammered, but then what? Oh my god!
喧嘩してた気がするな。
I really hope that was all it was. I vaguely recall the sensation of hitting someone and getting punched badly enough to split my lip, but I can't remember who my opponent was.
うわ、何あれ。きったな。
Passerbys only look at me in disgust, offering no help. I'm clearly no better than trash in their eyes, and they hurriedly walk away.
そりゃそうだよな。
It's only natural to want to avoid someone off his face who's clearly just had his ass handed to him.
世知がれえな。
Right? Like the fact that his voice gets so deep. But he also voiced characters with deep voices. Like he was Lucas, and he was also Ash in Desperate Drops. And Ash has a very deep voice too. He's showing his range. We'll give him props for that. You look like you could use this. All of a sudden, a bottle of water was thrust in front of me. Did someone feel sorry enough to bring me water? Unable to believe anyone would be that kind, I look up and freeze at the sight of the person in front of me. Oh, we get a Sprite too? Okay. We are so cute. I wish they showed us on screen. I'm staring up at a kind-looking young woman. She's studying me with concern, still holding out the bottle of water.
天使だ。
That is heartbeat. I don't want it. It's just water I bought from the vending machine over there.
いります。
Of course I don't remember him now. Turns out yelling only makes my headache worse. As I wince, she chuckles softly. Well, I'm off then. And she's gone. She hands me the bottle and leaves. I don't even have time to ask for her name or contact info. And even if I wanted to chase her, the hangover's too brutal. I quickly gulp down the water she handed me, which tastes like heaven itself, to my hungover body.
うめえ。
Aww. I wonder what her name is. Will I ever see her
も
again?
しまた会ったら、お礼言いてえな。
Aw. I love this background music though.
っていうことがあったんだよ。
Oh. I listened to Hyo explain himself in earnest only to feel deflated. You spent all this time searching for me just for that? I love her so much.
それだけじゃないって。あの時俺本気で落ち込んでて、すっごい救われたんだって。
It was such an important meeting, and for her, it was just a regular Tuesday. That is the cherry on top of this cake, bro. I love
こ
it.
んなに優しい人がいるなんて、組王国も捨てたもんじゃないなって思って、すげえ嬉しかったんだよ。
I don't think I'm particularly kind. That must have just been a whim on the day. Wow.
気まぐれで人に優しくできる人なんていないよ。本当に、あんたのおかげで俺救われたんだ。
Yeah, if you say so. He gazes at me in sheer awe, making me wonder what kind of life he usually leads to feel so indebted after a single act of
それで
kindness.
さ、俺あんたにもっと恩を返したいから。
東鉄地区におけるテロ行為の鎮圧から11年の年月が経ちました。サンゲイで行われた記念式典の様子をお届けいたします。
We were on a date with him, and then now it's a news report? Like, what is happening? The voice from the TV that's been playing in the background makes Hyuk's features go rigid. The other patrons in the restaurant also tense up, pausing their meals to glare suspiciously at the TV. The atmosphere in the whole joint quickly turns heavy. Interesting.
東鉄での惨劇の傷は深く、記念式典では被害者遺族らがテロリストの撲滅と平和を望む演説を行いました。
I mean, that's one way to get your exposition out there, but it's very awkwardly placed.
テロ行為だ。てめえらが勝手に攻め込んできたんじゃねえかよ。
Want to say that again? Despite Hyuk's indignation, the broadcast continues to praise the government organization that suppressed the Taozi tragedy. The Taozi tragedy, when the Zhou family attacked the Liu family on my 12th birthday. I'd heard that the Taozi was left in ruins, so for the people of the city, the events of that night likely remain a permanent scar. Also, what is this music? You cannot be telling me about this tragic event and then have this upbeat background music just blaring in the background. Are you kidding me right now? I love the background music. It's really great. But like, the tone is so off. It's crazy. And this is not the first time I've noticed that. Like, the music does not match the tone of the scene at all.
のように記念式典では鎮圧部隊を称える銅像のお披露目もありました。式典には政府高官らが。
At this point, the restaurant employees finally switch off the TV. However, a suffocating silence continues to hang over the diner. The Taoji tragedy was a one-sided massacre against the Taoji district carried out by the Zhou family. But the media has twisted it into a story of the Liu family's terrorist attack being stopped by a government-backed organization. The government's basically the Zhou family's puppet. Their misdeeds become others. Their achievements are claimed by the government they control. Hyuk is the first to break the tense atmosphere caused by the blatant propaganda we just witnessed.
ナナ、酒をもう一瓶頼むよ。とびっきり強いやつ。
I would also need a drink after that.
よく、お前な。いつもそれ飲んで二日酔いになるだろう。今はこれだけにしとけよ。
Oh, he's an alcoholic. Got it.
いいだろ。酒は俺にとっちゃ水みたいなもんなんだよ。
Really? I still remember what happened in that alley, sir. Doesn't look like somebody was drinking water. Hyuk seems to get along well with the other patrons, which makes sense since he already claimed this to be a favorite joint of his. His cheerful voice lightens the mood.
水であれほど酔いつぶれるなんて羨ましいね。
I would never want to get drunk off just plain water. That'd be insane.
本当にな。でもそんなんじゃ女の子に逃げられるぞ。口説いてるところじゃなかったのか。
Yeah, he was.
違うし。でもまあそりゃ仲良くなれると嬉しいけどさ。
Oh my god.
と
Sir.
いうことでさ、クロは連絡先とか教えてもらえね。
Okay, absolutely not. First and foremost, we first met this man at his lowest. And then a year later, he runs into us and wants to take us out to dinner after explaining said tragic incident that I forgot, and then has the gall, the audacity to ask me out. Sir, I literally found you drunk in a gutter covered in trash, and you want to ask me out? You know what? Brass balls, sir. No. Thanks for the food. It was great.
え、連絡先教えてくれねえの？
Nope. Absolutely not. Leave. The deal was to listen to what you had to say, right? The meal's over, and I listened to what he had to say. Just like I promised. There's nothing more to discuss. So I stand up to leave. I love her. See you. Thanks for introducing me to this place. See? Me and this MC, me and Croa, we are of one mind. Why is he so shocked? Yo, I love that everybody in the bar is laughing at him. Just before stepping outside, I glance back to see the other regulars consoling Hyuk, which brings me a sense of relief. Well, once I'm back at the hotel alone, I sit on the edge of the bed with a sigh. I'm exhausted. Running around has left me feeling sluggish and exhausted. I want to sleep, but I can't shake off that sense of obligation from before.
今はそのつもりがないというならそれでいい。だが考えておいてくれ。ボスになることを。
ボス。
デューファミリーの最高。あなたがボスになるというなら、俺は命がけであなたを守ると誓う。
Okay, at least this guy didn't make a fool of himself in front of me. I recall Loud's words, along with the faces of those resigned to their fate amidst the Zhou family's reign of terror. Under the Zhou family's iron fist, everyone has lost the will to even try and oppose them. No matter how unreasonable their decisions are, people have given up because at the end of the day, they really believe there's no choice but to comply. If it was possible to change how things are, I'd want to make it happen, but I just don't see how becoming a mafia boss will change reality. I'm up against a mafia powerful enough to destroy the entire Liu family, frame them as terrorists, and control the entire government. If I try to resist, like the propaganda video I saw, they'll exploit me even in death. Sorry, Loud, but I can't become a mafia boss. Now that I've made up my mind, there's no need to stay in Taoji. I'll check out early tomorrow and move to another city. Oh, right. I should let Mei Mei know I'm leaving Taoji. She mentioned that she wanted to make it up to me if the timing's right. Maybe I can see her at least once before leaving Taoji tomorrow. I try to contact her, but no matter how long I wait, Mei Mei doesn't answer. When she's asleep or working, it normally switches to voicemail. It's the first time the call tone just keeps going. Did something happen to Mei Mei? When it's not on silent mode, she always picks up right away. Eventually, the call cuts off. What's going on? I talk with Mei Mei a lot over the phone, but if this is a first. With a sense of unease gnawing at me, I decide to call it a day and hop into the shower. Absolutely not. Go check on Mei Mei. Later, I try calling her again before bed, but Mei Mei still doesn't pick up. I don't like that. In the end, I can't get in touch with her and figure that's my sign to leave Taozi. Once I've gathered my sparse belongings and a small backpack, I make my way through the early morning streets. The city at dawn is grimy, litter scattered everywhere. Crows are scavenging for food, picking through the trash. What's that? There seems to be an awful lot of crows around. Black feathers litter the ground. The crows are cawing, almost frenzied. Are there bodies? Oh god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Stop walking or keep going. We're gonna save. This does not feel safe. Oh, baby boy. I'm gonna keep going. Even though I know I shouldn't, I can't stop my feet. I move forward to confirm what the crows are tugging at so frantically. Please don't be Mei Mei. Please don't be Mei Mei. Please don't be Mei Mei. It's a human finger. Oh my god. And not just anyone's finger. Oh my god. Please don't be Mei Mei's finger. Oh my god, it's Mei Mei's fingernails. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is Mei Mei dead? I call out even though my heart knows it's impossible for her to answer. Even so, I speak my friend's name. The crow grabs the falling finger and flies off. What the hell, Voltage? What the hell? Oh my god. Please do not show me the body. Mei Mei's head. Mei Mei's head? What? What are we doing? What is happening? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Oh my god, is it her boyfriend's head too? They're almost too cleanly severed for me to believe this is real, but the overwhelming stench of blood and decay says otherwise. If I use psychometry, I could find out what happened, but reading thoughts brings backlash to my body. The heavier the memory, the stronger and more painful the backlash. Why would we want to hear our friend's last moments? Are you kidding me? Still, I can't stop my hand. No, please be a choice. I reach for her face. My fingertips brush her ribbon, and I activate my fragla. I hate it here. I hate it here. I hate it here. I don't like this.
ってよ。ねえ、私を置いていかないで。
バカ、なんで俺についてきたんだ。俺と一緒にいたらお前も巻き込まれるだろう。
Girl, leave him.
でも離れる方が嫌だもん。
Leave him.
でも俺は血の起きて犯したんだ。徳ファミリーに粛清されるんだよ。
I'm sorry. Her boyfriend was mixed up with the Zoe family? Oh my god.
血の起きてなんか知らないよ。それに徳ファミリーから逃げてどこに行くの？私を置いていくの？
Good riddance. Stand up.
それは
お願い、一人で行かないで。私を一人にしないでよ。
Love is crazy. Bye.
置いていかれるくらいなら死んだ方がマシ。お願い、一緒に逃げてよ。
You are too good for this. Mei Mei.
分かった。一緒に逃げよう。走れるか？
Clearly not.
よし。じゃあ、俺の手を絶対離すんじゃないぞ。ひとまず、チフンの方へ逃げよう。行くぞ。
This is the biggest tragedy thus far.
どこに行くって？
Oh god. Oh, it's the cheetah prince psycho from before.
よー、裏切り者くん。
Oh dang.
こんな可愛い恋人がいたなんてな。
Oh my god.
だから俺らを裏切ったってか？
I hope they just kill her. Please just kill her.
違う。メイメイは関係ない。
Guilt by association. She should have run.
関係ないってか。泣けるね。そいつは愛してるってのと同じ意味なのよ。
I hate it here.
裏切り者には死を。マフィアの血の掟を忘れたわけじゃないだろう。
Now, oh man, jeez.
その1、ファミリーの序列に逆らってはならない。その2、ボスに嘘はついちゃいけない。その3、ファミリーを裏切ってはならない。
Mei Mei was innocent.
てめえは徳ファミリーを裏切った。残念だがもう逃れられねえのよ。
What did he do?
徳ファミリーのやり方にはもうついていけないんだよ。俺は
Joined up in
も
the
う
first
うん
place.
ざりなんだ。そりゃどうも褒めてもらえて嬉しいね。
裏切り者を逃したとなりゃ示しがつかねえ。いい見せしめになってもらうぜ、お嬢ちゃんたち。
God.
いいね。これだからマフィアはやめられねえんだよ。
These guys are sick. Sick in the
恨
head.
むなら恋人恨みな蝶ちゃん。あんたは悪くない。悪いのはそこの。
さて、楽しいショータイムの始まりだ。大丈夫、すぐに死なせはしねえよ。簡単に
What?
殺したと知られちゃ俺たち
I hate it.
治れよ。
I hate it here. I truly hate it here.
まずは耳か？ああ、それとも指がいいか？
Oh my god. No. Nope. We draw the line at dismemberment, please. Oh my god.
お嬢ちゃん。
I hate it here. I really do. What? Why can't these publishers just make a cute slice of life romance? Why does it always have to be dark? Fearing pain and crushing despair I've just absorbed leaves me paralyzed, like I've been punched in the gut. Where's the sexy priest? You know what? I want to be the mafia boss, and I want to kill the Zoe family. Where are you, sir? Those men from the Zoe family laughed at her despair. They killed my friend like it was all just a game to them. I can't understand why someone like her, who wasn't even a part of the mafia, had to meet such a gruesome end. She was just an ordinary person who wanted to be with the man she loved. She couldn't have known anything about Omerta. And yet, she was killed in a way that desecrated her dignity even after death. Jesus! Those bastards. My vision wavers, my body sways. The scene I've just witnessed is far too overwhelming, and the backlash from the psychometry is immense. God. You think you read some time ago that for some reason publishers think the US wants darker stuff? No! I don't want darker Otome games. I want cute slice of life romance. Please and thank you. I don't mind the darker stuff, but I really just want a slice of life romance. Give me another Lover Pretend. Sympathy Kiss. Him the Smile and Bloom. Like, Jesus Christ. Just cute people falling in love in cute situations and walking off into their happily ever after. Everyday problems. Not fighting mafia bosses. Not our friends getting beheaded in the streets. Not our entire family getting massacred. Not us being the last of our kind, having to fight for revenge. Like, God dang. I just want them to be happy and kiss. Is that so wrong? Happy kissing people in Otome games? And now and they describe in great detail these crows eating the flesh of her best friend. Why? Who is this for? Oh my God. There's no sign of the organs? Yes, because they collected them and they're selling them on the black market. From the police to the government, this entire country sides with the Zoe family. Corruption in the government. Who'd have thought it? There's no such thing as justice on our side. So I at least want to do what little I can for them. Desperate to offer them what little dignity I can, I pull a bag from my belongings and cradle their necks and arms. Jesus. There's only one place I can think of to take the bodies. Is it the church? Of course, it's the church.
こんな朝に誰だ
I'm sorry. Did we wake this man up with two bodies? Two headless bodies? Jesus. This man was sleeping. He was minding his business. He was planning out his lesson plan for the kids for the day. And she shows up with two bodies. It's insane. This poor man did not ask for this. Oh my God. He sees me and gasps. His face is on the verge of lighting up with joy at my return, only to freeze when he notices what I'm carrying. Right. Is he wearing a Gucci belt? No. Imagine a hot Otome priest wearing a Gucci belt.
それは
Don't worry about it. Can I ask you to bury a friend? She has no family. That's what Mei always told me. She was abandoned by her parents as a child, and she's been earning her own keep ever since. Okay, that's crazy work. We already know that Mei was a sex worker, so like, damn game, like for real. But also, imagine going to a man that you like just met and asking him to help you bury your friend. Like, no context on how she ended up dead and beheaded and where you found her body. Also, how did we get her body from where it was in that alley to this church? Because I don't think they're close by. So, like, was she carrying the bodies on the bus? Like, was she just sitting on the bus with two bodies? It was like, hey, can you bury my friend? Like, I have so many questions that kind of need answers now because logistics, I need to know. And also, he's a little too calm about this. Maybe that's why we got along. Neither of us had family, and we both engaged in work that could be met with scorn should it come to light. Our situations were similar, yet our personalities couldn't be more different. She was my only friend. Loud takes in the sight of her body and
わかっ
nods.
た。すぐに埋葬しよ
I love this. He doesn't even ask questions. He's like, all right, I'll do it. He didn't even say boss. This is crazy. We are literally in the middle of a scene where one of the love interests is burying our friend's body. What are Otome games then? Because like, I just came here for romance with hot mafia dudes. And I'm literally having a makeshift funeral for my best friend. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Ice embedded in her arm was exposed. When I touched it, a list she made appears. It was a bucket list of all the food she wanted to eat. Put her in the ground, please. Put her in the ground. Where's my Otome game where I'm a chubby office lady meeting a DILF? Yes, where is that? Where's my happy romance? And for once, Voltage got the memo and we're actually listening to sad music play in the background while we do this. May. Tears starting to surface and I grit my teeth. What good would crying do? She's gone, murdered. Her future stolen.
クロア、聞いてよ。また彼に浮気されたんだけど。今の彼、すっごい優しいんだ。この間ネイルを褒めてくれてね。
I don't need this.
クロア、
No.
年取っておばあさんになっちゃってもさ、
Even
こ
when
うや
we're
っ
old
て
and
甘いもの
gray.
食べに行こうね。
This is a tragedy. When I close my eyes, I can still recall her voice. When she smiled with glee or puffed out her cheeks in anger. I was so sure I'd see her again. I just assumed it'd be no time at all before we were out to lunch again, while she regaled me with how her current boyfriend was acting up. This is only chapter 1 of the game. This isn't even like a late chapter. This is chapter freaking 1. But now we'll never walk arm in arm together again. What I wanted more than anything else is a future that she'll never see. I forgot how fast someone's life can be stolen away. For some reason, I really believed we'd be okay, despite the injustice of the world we live in. Is this the price for that? I send the list of places she wanted to visit from her device to mine. And I vow to remember her for the rest of my life. But when I'm gone, who will remember her then? When I die, who will remember me?
No.
Jesus.
埋葬していいか
Cloud's voice snaps me back to reality. The grave is ready. All that's left is to bury Mei and her boyfriend. Yes,
わかっ
please.
た
Together we bury them both. I only hope that having her boyfriend by her side will keep her from being too lonely. I'm done. I can't. I hate it here. No one makes it out of Night City. I can't leave. We're done. I'm done. We're done. What the hell? I'm sorry. I draw the line at having to bury my damn best friend. What are we doing? I watch until she's completely concealed by the earth. And once they've both been buried, Loud offers up a
彼ら
prayer.
はもはや飢えることがなく乾くこともない太陽の炎暑も彼らを侵すことはない
I hate it. It's a hastily arranged, simple funeral with no mourners, but I know it's better than nothing. In this country, the powerless are oppressed daily. Corpses lie scattered along the streets, left to the rain until they're eventually taken away by, like trash. Everyone continues their meaningless lives, relieved they've escaped death for another day, yet constantly fearing they might be next. How many people can say their life had meaning when they die? I know this, and yet, is this how I want to keep on living? What's the point of staying alive when I know it's only a matter of time before I meet a pointless end? A life with no goals, no hope, no joy. Can I ever forgive myself for living so meaninglessly? I'll become the boss. I won't become the boss. No, we're gonna become the mafia boss. I'm gonna avenge May May, and then I'm gonna get me a hot mafia man to be my mafia wife. Let's go. I'm sorry, was that a gunshot? Oh, that is such a fun feature. I've made up my mind. If there's even a slight chance my bloodline can change the future, if my fate has any meaning at all, if all that awaits otherwise is a future of dying in the gutter, then I want to turn my life into something
天に
meaningful.
召された個人の平安をお祈りいたします。どうか安らかに眠れますように。
I love that he's over here praying to God for peace, and I'm like, vengeance, revenge, power. Loud's prayer ends the short funeral. There's no headstone, no flowers, and I don't know any words of mourning to offer. But I do know the words I need to say next. I stand, turn to him, and open my mouth to speak. Loud, I'm going to revive the Liu family. Yes. His eyes widen in shock as the morning sun paints the earth white. If I want to prevent any more misery, then I need power. To combat evil, you must use evil. Ideals will do nothing to change the world. I won't be governed by this country nor its farce of a law any longer. Wishing alone isn't going to do shit in a world that deals out unjust deaths. Let's go. If they're going to trample on human dignity with overwhelming malice, then I need power to fight back. I'll become the boss of the Liu family. Loud, show me the way. I look straight into his eyes, and he smiles with tenacity.
朗報だな。
Oh, he is so happy. Loud presses a nail against his thumb. When I see the blood begin to ooze from his finger, I remember the tradition my uncle taught me. The blood oath, omerta, is a ritual passed down in the Mafia, a vow to never betray each other. I do the same, nicking my thumb to draw blood and bring it to his, our blood mingling together.
命果てるまでファミリーのために。
Hell yeah. For the family, my guy. Until my last breath, for the family. Let's go. The touch of our fingers feels hot. Our blood mixes together, and I feel the weight of this oath. There's no turning back now. At the same time, I feel like my life is no longer mine alone. It's a strange sensation, one I've never felt before.
誓いは交わされた。あなたをボスに迎え、リュウファミリーはここに再び蘇る。
You and me, Gante.
俺は決してあなたを裏切らないと誓う。
I know you won't, because I'll kill you first. Good. I'm counting on you. Loud lowers his gaze. His eyelashes twitch ever so slightly. It's a gesture louder than words that makes it clear how desperately he's been waiting this day. And we'll figure out who that is another time. Alright, so that was intense. That was a very intense story. I don't know what I expected, but we found out that our entire family was massacred, that we're the last of a big mafia family. There's corruption and chaos happening in the city we live in. And our best friend was murdered by an opposing mafia family. So we decide to get revenge by becoming the boss of the Liu family and getting what's ours. Because a hot, sexy Otome priest told us to. Sounds legit. So I'm here for this, actually. I'd heard this game was really good, but I wasn't sure because Voltage has had a mixed kind of like track run with their stories, especially their Switch releases. But this is legit. This is already better than what we got with Even If Tempest and Red Bell's Lament, which was awful, actually, so bad. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Thank you guys for coming through and hanging while I played Neonclash. This was fun. It was a roller coaster of emotions, but we got through it together. Thank you again for being my emotional support chat, as per usual. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for coming through. I hope you had fun. I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is in your neck of the woods, and I'll catch you guys next time. All right, y'all. Bye.